What's up, Bounce House School? Let's talk about delivery fees. Delivery fees 101. In your party rental business, you have to charge delivery fees. I don't care if you are wanting to give it away, if you don't want to charge a lot, a little. If you don't charge delivery fees, the customer will not see the value. Some of you guys out there who want to charge free delivery, then you can charge the fee and then discount it. But delivery fees are very important. They cover your costs, and they're important. Again, because they're on the norm and they let customers know what value they're getting. So let me show you guys how to add delivery fees in your system and some different ways that you can do them. In the rental software, you're going to go to settings, and then you're going to go to delivery fees or delivery methods right here. You just put delivery fees and you'll see it right there. Boom. And you're going to come to a page that looks like this. I love this because you can set so many different ways to charge delivery. I talk about in the book all the different ways you can charge. This is just how I have my fees set up. I don't charge by the mile, but you do have to remember that every mile you drive, or if you're delivering with a 50-mile radius, you're going to drive 200 miles. Every trip you're going to do 4 times. If the customer's 50 miles away, you're going to drive 50 miles to the customer, 50 miles back to your house after you deliver, and then to pick it back up the next day, you're going to drive 50 miles back to the customer, 50 miles back to their house. So you're going to multiply anything by 4. Here's how you set up your delivery fees in the system. There's a couple different ways you can do it. You can charge by mile, you can charge by zip code, or you can charge by distance, or you can charge a variation of them. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to restrict by distance. Okay. Because I don't care about the state or the zip code. And then I restrict auto booking, meaning anybody can get a quote, even if they're in a whole nother state, anybody can get a quote, but they just can't book unless they're within my distance. I leave my zip codes blank because I don't care. But if there's a zip code you don't want to go to, say bad part of town, you can exclude it from here, which is really cool. And then here's how I have my delivery set up. My very minimum is $69. It's a flat rate. Anything under 10 miles is a flat rate of $69. So how you set this up is, I'm not going to save, but you go miles 10. You just put the first portion and how much you're going to charge, $69 for the first 10 miles, and the charge type is flat rate add. So now it automatically says anywhere from 0 to 10 miles, $69 charge. Okay. Now, Tariq, why would you charge $69 if they're 2 miles away? Remember, this does not just cover gas or mileage. This covers labor, right? Because you want to explain that to the customer. If you want to charge labor separately, you can. I've never seen it done, but you want to do it all together. And at the end of the day, I'm going to show you guys how to name it as such. Because remember, in the book, I talk about it's all about how you present it to the customer. It's all about how you present it. Because if you just say, this is a distance charge or a delivery fee, then the customer's gonna be like, yeah, dude, I'm like right up the street. Why are you charging me $50 to deliver, right? So this is how I set mine up. I go, the first 10 miles is $69, then up to 15 miles, let's just say $79, add, and then up to 20 miles, etc. So that's how I have mine set up. Reload, I don't want to save. So don't do exactly what I did, but you kind of have to do what makes sense for you. Back when we started, we weren't charging this much, right? But now we know what our costs are, we know expenses, and this is basically the limit. I will not travel more than 20 miles. Anybody who's farther than 20 miles, I have to manually approve, because if somebody's 20 miles away, that's 80 miles of driving that I have to do. Why would I do that when I know there's people 5 miles away from me who want that same bounce house? I save on gas, I save on labor, I save on payroll, I save on everything. Why would I do that, right? So that's just kind of how I decided to do mine. You can do a combination of both, right? So you can do a combination of basically, for example, up to 30 miles, charge $2 per mile. So what this is going to do is it's going to do the first 20 miles, $99. And then from 20 to 30 miles, it's going to charge $2 a mile. So you can do it like that as well if you want to. So you can go ahead and play around with this. But now I want to show you guys probably the most important part. Because a lot of people are like, Tariq, that's just your market. My customers won't pay this fee. It's all about presentation. It's all about how you present it on a website. And it's all about how you present it over the phone. Read the book if you haven't already, because I break it down pretty in a lot of detail, but I want to show you guys how to do it in the software. All right, so in the software, you're going to go in your rental software, you're going to go to settings, and then you're going to type in optional fields. Optional fields is going to take you to a page like this. This is going to look complicated. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You're going to see something here that probably says distance charges or delivery fees. It's going to say this charge, this distance charges, right? You're just going to rename it. That's all you're going to do. So basically, like this right here, you're just going to click on it, and it's going to say whatever it says by default. You're going to rename it. And this is what I have mine named. I have it named delivery, setup, teardown, pickup. So they know that this fee is not just for one thing. It's for 4 things, and they see more value that way, right? So if you really want to, you could say, gas, labor. You could do that if you want, right? It shows the customer how much value that they're getting. That, hey, this is what this covers, right? This is what I've done for the last few years, and it's good. I absolutely get people to tell me, hey, that's a lot, but this is how I like it. If I want to discount, I do not discount this fee. I still charge the fee, so they know they're still getting delivery, they're still getting setup, they're still getting teardown, they're still getting pickup. It's costing $69, right? And if I really want to, I could say, you know what? I'm going to give you a $69 discount, but I never remove that fee. I keep it there so they know that they got that value. I hope that makes sense. If you watch this far in the video, comment your city and your state in on the video so that I know that I'm creating engaging content, and for you to hold yourself accountable that you got to the video and that you checked this video off of Bounce House School. Go ahead and comment. By the end of Bounce House School, you should have comments on every single video, and it helps the channel. So why not? So I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, I'm sure you have a bunch of questions in your mind, like, Tariq, what if I did this? How do I do that? Let me know in the comments. I can either make another video or reach out to you or update the video, but charge delivery fees, experiment with different ways, and it's all about how you present them to the customer. Before we go, let me show you guys what it looks like on the contract. All right, so here's a contract I just sent out to a school. Here's what it looks like. The rental subtotal is $1,580. This is for all the items that they asked for, okay? And then the delivery, setup, teardown, and pickup, that's $111.84. So the way that I have mine set up, I think that's how it did it. It calculated it per mile up there, where I have it $2 per mile, and then because they're farther than 19 miles. So see, they still got to get a quote, and I will deliver because this is a big order, right? And it's a school, and it's probably going to be a weekday, so I'll take it. And then the damage waiver is $118. So if this school says, whoa, Tariq, this is crazy, we got a lower quote, I could say, you know what? I'm going to give you a $200 discount if I really wanted to. But they'll still see that, hey, we got all this stuff, and it's still $200 cheaper because we gave them a $200, I like to call it donation. Anytime it's for a school or church, I don't know why I did that, because it is technically a donation, and they'll give us a letter. But you see how now that I set it up this way, this will not say distance charges, because that'll piss people off. This will not say delivery fee. It says delivery, setup, teardown, pickup, right? Maybe you can get more creative than me, come up with something better, but this is what works for me. And then I can always adjust it from there. So I hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Comment your city and state.